All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All praise goes to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak,
Rakakadash.
Wadash. Double honors goes to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have taught us the truth. Much love and peace and blessings goes out to all you hope for elect brothers that are teaching the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, truth and sincerity. So we the brothers of Great Millstone, Kansas City, coming out to do another quick lesson through the Spirit, like a general topics, spirit on the video on the things going on right now through the Spirit. You know, it's a lot happening, man. We're in the middle of Babylon falling. It's falling rapidly, like they're talking about as far as the markets, right? There's a bear market going on, which that means a lot of prices are dropping on everything, right? As far as stocks go. And why is that? Because things are losing value rapidly. Things are losing value, as well as, you know, when it comes to a lot of things people deal with or buy day to day, prices are going up. I looked up the definition of a bear market. That means, like, with your stock market system, a lot of prices fall, you know, which you could look at it as representing, like I said, the value of things going down, because, you know, a lot of investors that invest in America, as far as, you know, foreign investors, you know, certain banks, certain different corporations and businesses, they're withdrawing from America, and they basically see what's happening. You know, they done made all the money that they're supposed to make, and a lot of these people are insiders to where they understand the future that the elites have planned, that everything is about to get switched to a digital system. So before that takes place, there's a transitionary period to where there's going to be chaos. You know, the bridge from now dollars being physical to dollars being digital is chaos. You know, because there's going to be a traumatic event that's going to justify that. You know, so we're living in the midst of that, to where, like I said, prices of things going sky high. At the same time, certain things are dropping. Gas, for example, gas prices are going through the roof. Just a year ago, it would have took you $30-$40 to fill up your gas tank. Now, for certain people, it's $100,
Right.
$110, $120. Food prices. This is all indicative of this society decaying. And we told you people this for the longest amount of time. Right now you're feeling it. And the men of the Lord, we're here, we're feeling it too. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai got our minds protected and hopeful, because our hopes was not placed in this place. Our hopes is in the kingdom to come. Like the scriptures say, we have no continuing city here. So as we see America fall, we ain't moping around about it like, oh damn, you know, bro,
Right.
I had a few thousand in the bank, brother. I had this business. Hell no, man. We say call like how about Shimmy on shy as this place falls, brother. So you bring out your stuff. You got something to say?
Yeah, that's the spirit, man. Because I was just listening to the elder brothers in GMS over there in Baltimore. He's DC, Baltimore, both camps. But he was going in and talking about, you know, how the prophets were living in times of famine, man. And as the brother was talking about the decline of the economy and you know, going to digital currency and people losing money and a total crash, you know, that all ties right in hand with famine, you know, because if you don't have money, you can't buy food, you know. And so once this economy collapses, it's a wrap on you. And I got a precept. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 11. It says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Yeah, which is going into America, meaning that final destruction, because that's when, you know, it's no Toyota no more. It's no Ford companies, because for the past 50, 60, 70 years, you have multinational corporations been able to come here and make billions of dollars. They've been able to eat fat and feed pretty much their whole country through doing trade with America.
Right.
So we're seeing the precipice of that with these Americans, which is a consumer economy, not being able to use their capital to buy these goods anymore, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So these foreign investors, these foreign companies, they're not making money like that. You know?
And that for the elites, that's a red flag. They're looking at this place saying, "Hey, we gotta shut it down," because right now we're over over $27 trillion in debt to the central banks, and there comes a point. How long are you gonna let this debt continue to rise, and where's the profit? At some point, they're looking in. Hey, we gotta shut this shit down. Because this used to be a cash cow, but this place right now is not obviously not bringing enough profit to the elites of Esau for him to have any type of desire for this place to continue. So they gotta get with the program with their program. What they want is a new world order, one world government, one form of currency. So a part of that means they have to specifically crash this place on purpose. I was watching a lot of news articles coming up. You got over 97 food plants now have been purposely destroyed on fire. How is it all these food factories all of a sudden this year going up in flames? It's controlled chaos, man.
Yeah. And when it comes to these elites, like the scriptures say, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So at this point, 2022, Esau has the earth and all the substance in his hands. It's not like he stands to gain much by, depleting the people of their resource. Esau can control anything when it comes to the earth. You see, well, right now what he's doing, he's pressing down on the people to perform types of oppression on them.
God.
He wants full control over anything. He doesn't want anyone else on the come up. He wants two classes. He doesn't want any middle class to where you got certain people that's not sold out to him still making money. No, you either poor or you're rich. And he wants all the rich in a conglomerate oppressing over the poor. That's the type of society he wants to set up. And that's really what ultimately is happening, because people that's already poor, they get more poor. That's why we're seeing the rise in the crime. Like you having what they call, a lot of it in news articles I've been seeing or videos lately, they call it brazen crime, which brazen means they have no regard for authority. Like it could be a cop across the street, niggas will get in the it was two niggas, it was two teenage niggas, man. They was getting into a full-blown shootout in the parking lot of a police station.
Damn. Right at the station.
So that's what you call brazen. Because these people will see, like Gerald Celente always said, once people have nothing to lose, they lose it. Right. So now they have nothing to lose. So we see people losing. This is all judgment. Because we see, look, these are the same people that, when times were good, when you could have worked a 9-to-5 job and made decent money, or people was out, was able to kick it and spend your money at the club and blah, blah, blah. Gas prices wasn't so high. These are the same people that had no regard for the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. See, now the Most High is bringing judgment on y'all asses, man. You know what I'm saying?
God.
If you could get that in Proverbs, the first chapter, I think it's 1:20. And if you have any other precept, you could read that too first.
God. A little bit more in Revelation. And this is book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 12. It says, the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all fine wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour.
Yeah, and frankincense is specifically imported to the United States. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know this is talking about America, because America, like I said before, is a consumer nation. So a lot of these different goods, they were transported here, like these goods this brother is reading off, in order to make these companies money. But all of that is about to halt and be cut off.
God. And it says, and fine flour and wheat and beasts. And bro just showed me a video of how many cows have been found dead, and tens of thousands of cattle now falling out, and they're calling it heat exhaustion. which we know through the Spirit is a little bit more than that. Either the Lord sent an angel to off them cows, or Esau is doing this intentionally to kill them off. And it says, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. And the fruits of thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all.
Mm-hmm. So all the dainty things is being cut off, man. Like the nigga woman, she ain't gonna be able to afford getting her nails done, her hair done. A lot of niggas out there, like you gotta, you know, when there's good times bring something. Let's name some people familiar with, like a hype beast culture where people are into buying all the new fashion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's about to be out the window. See, now niggas are switching up to getting Nikes and Jordans or designer clothes, Gucci. Now niggas gotta shop at Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These are niggas in the world we talking about. Finding the cheapest prices online for what you want to wear to go to the club now because your money is tight. That's what the Lord is bringing to the society, you know? And you know what? The bad times are here to stay. Like we keep talking about this, it's only going to get worse. It's not about to get better. See, we're not experiencing a time where, you know, it's hope and it's going to be a time where the Americans can come together or there's some event. No, this is it. Through the Spirit, we believe this is it.
God.
You know, because you had the economic recession back in 2008, which is similar to this time. But they say that a lot of the measures took back in 2008 was just a bubble to help, how do they say, like stay back what was going to happen back then. Mm-hmm. So they pumped a lot of money into the economy. They bailed out a lot of businesses. So all that time period from 2008 until now was just a huge bubble of debt building up and building up and building up over time to where now it's busting. Now America has no more accreditation. And you see the big picture is that the elites are manipulating everything behind the scenes because they know about the truth. They know that the men of the Lord are being raised up. They see the chariots. So they're moving fast in order to try to accomplish their goals that they have on their agenda. But little do they know that certain goals that they have, like mass depopulation, which is killing a lot of people, all these different things, a lot of the calamitous events, that's in sync with the plans of the Most High, you see? And certain other plans on their agenda, the Most High is not going to allow them to accomplish, like micro, you know what, in everyone on the face of the earth. Or making everyone a homosexual, you know, or having this, you know, future 100 years from now, like the movie Elysium, where they're living in the skies and all that. And the Most High, he's not going to allow that. This devil only is allowed to do certain things, like Nebuchadnezzar, right? The Nebuchadnezzar and the Babylonians had a mighty empire to where they completely destroyed Judah, the southern kingdom, and allowed our people to go into slavery. But it was only a set measure they were allowed to do. You know, they weren't allowed to completely remove us as a people and so forth. You know, so now, you know, it's the same thing else happening right now. This is a controlled demolition. You know.
God.
So go ahead, brother.
God. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 5. The thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteousness, but everyone that is hasty only to want.
Mm-hmm.
The getting of treasures by a lying tongue is vanity tossed to and fro of them that seek death.
Right, that's going into something else. I want Proverbs 1.
God.
Proverbs 1 and 20, but that's still good because it shows you the mindset of the elect, because we have thoughts towards how we're going to have plenty in the time of, you know, because like that shows you the perfect mind frame of how people are now.
Right.
It says the thoughts, hold on, read that last verse again. The thoughts of the righteous or the diligent.
It says the thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteousness.
You see, so that's why our brothers are bringing out these scriptures on how we're going to have a lot in the time of famine, how we're going to have food, because why? We've been diligently sowing the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai on the internet, and on the highways and byways. So now we believe that now it's the time to where we're going to reap of that harvest
Right.
that the Most High is setting up. Yahweh Shem Shai is setting up. So we have a mindset like we're going to endure, and the Most High is going to give us a fullness, so to speak, in this time. But the opposite is for these niggas is what?
It says, but of everyone that is hasty only to want.
Only to want, and want means to lack. Meaning a lot of people right now, that's why they're desperate. That's why they are committing robberies. Like you got niggas killing each other over $100 debts, $200, $5, $10 over this nigga looked at me wrong or something like that. You know, stuff like that. You know.
God.
So these people, when they have that mindset of only thinking about the things what they lack, they become hasty. They become, okay, I gotta think quick and do this and do that. But with brothers, we're patient. We have a patient spirit of enduring and suffering. That's what's gonna cause a lot of these people to take that, you know what, that subdermal implant. You know?
God. That's right. And you know how bad it is because now you see so many of help wanted signs. We ain't never seen that this many jobs begging for people to come work for them. And they can't get employees because the economy is so shot, they can't properly pay them the wages that they need to function in society. So people are saying to hell with it. They've gotten lazy, lackadaisical. They got these Obama or these stimulus checks, all these different plans coming out, giving them money here and there, you know, and all these people are not working these damn jobs, man. They want to continue to get more of the handouts, or they want to get paid a certain amount of wage that these companies can't do. So now you're seeing major corporations begin to close shop on businesses all over the place, man, shutting down. I remember trying to go to a Taco Bell the other day. I drove up there, and the sign was on the window, closed due to not enough staffing or not enough employees. I'm like, I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life, man. And this shit hadn't been built more than a year. It's been up for a year, and it's already closed down because of staffing problems. That's just one. There's been like 5 or 6 other places.
There's been some places I went to it's like that too.
God.
Especially the fast food, because nobody wants to work.
Right. So shit's getting very bad, man. In verse 6 it says, the getting of treasures by a lying tongue is vanity tossed to and fro of them that seeketh death. The robbery of the wicked shall destroy them, because they refuse to do judgment. Okay, so now this place, like the brother said, is a ticking time bomb, man. Judgment is going out, and these people are beginning to feel the pain and the pressure. And this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse. I'll start at verse 19. It says, "So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. Wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice in the streets."
Which that's what the men of the Lord have been doing. We've been uttering our voice in the streets to reach out to our people for several years. When you had it good, see, a lot of the niggas are reminiscent to the time when Donald Trump was in office and they had gas cheap, or times are better in general for them. But even at that time, we was warning you niggas that what's happening now, we was back then warning you about that.
Right.
But it's no credit to the prophets. It's bring back Trump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not, oh, the prophets was right. It's we need Trump back to bring these good times back. See, that's why the Most High is about to destroy you guys, man. Because you have no trust in the Most High. Your God is really Esau. Your God is really the so-called white man. Like I sent this video out to brothers a little bit earlier. This nigga woman was so pissed off at her son because her son voted independent at the time when Joe Biden was coming into office. She's like, and she was calling her phone off. You voted independent, blah, 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 blah. Going off, man. That's a vote that can possibly go to Trump. Nigga woman don't even understand the voting system. Because right. You can't vote independent and then it'll go towards Trump. An independent vote is an independent vote. But she's like, oh, that vote can go to Trump. We losing votes. We need somebody with sense in the office. Which even when Biden was campaigning, you could tell he was a babbling fucking idiot, man. This dude was just getting on camera. Oh, the kids like to rub. They came to the pool to rub down my legs, and that's when I learned about cockroach. Like, what are you talking about, man?
Falling asleep on camera and shit, forgetting shit.
Falling asleep. He has this total bugged out look on his face. This was when people was voting for him, man. Man. See, what the Most High is bringing right now is well deserved. Well deserved. All right? Go ahead, brother.
Come. And it says, wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth at the chief place of concourse and the openings of the gates. In the city she heard her words saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Right, so that's the question we ask you, Jake's simple as hell. Because somebody that's simple, they can't understand a timeline. They don't have a understanding of consequence. How what they do right now will affect their future. Like, they can't see afar off. You see, they're just simple. That a simple person, in other words, they live in the moment. You know? So now the clubs and chasing women, chasing money is more appealing than sowing into righteousness. Like another word for prophets, that's why it's so spiritual, is a seer. We see things afar off. So we're able to understand what we need to do right now to avoid it, because that's the spirit the Lord gave us. He's not, again, it's not of us, but it's the spirit the Lord gave us to see,
Right. Prophesy to say something before, and then it comes to pass and it happens. And I read on further, and it says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And white Jakes hate knowledge, man. They hate hearing anything about the truth. They don't want to even hear anything about what's really going on in the world, man. And these niggas are so dumb to really think that you have one political figure that's the answer when these dudes ain't nothing but puppets. They're told exactly what to say, what to do. So putting Trump back in the office is going to fix a damn thing, and casting your ballot for somebody else isn't going to fix a damn thing either.
Yep.
That's nothing but vanity and foolishness. A bunch of deception to make you people have the illusion that you had some type of say-so of power and control. You don't have any control. The elites have all of it. All these people are not elected; they're selected years prior, just to be the face of the position of power. Okay.
That's right. And I got that definition for simple. It says patya, and it means simplicity, folly. A silly person, one easily persuaded and enticed. Mm-hmm. See? That's the mindset of Jake. Because Esau needs no more than to put some LGBT FUCKU shit
right
in a movie for niggas to start assimilating that into their mindset or their culture. Like Jake always talk about the culture. Well, the things that are most evil to the Most High, Jake's out there allow the Most High, you allow Esau to like it, not the Most High. You allow Esau and his mindset to easily permeate what you view as what's right and wrong. Like I was watching this video from this guy, I forget this nigga's name, man. He was doing a debate. He's like a well-known, Democratic leftist nigga. And he was doing a debate with Candace Owens. Mm. And this nigga, he's basically with that whole T-gender agenda. Now he's talking about a man or a woman, you're cisgender. You're what's systemically known as what they call a gender, man.
Wow.
That's a silly fucking simple nigga. Because I guarantee this nigga has to be in his late 30s, 40s. I guarantee you we're riding back to his early teenage years when he was a kid. He wasn't thinking about no fucking cisgender. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's why the scripture's going to ye simple ones. It's easily persuaded, open-minded. You're open to the bullshit that these heathens push out to you. Because when you're an Israelite, it's all contained within the scriptures what we're supposed to stand upon and not move to the left or right. You see, but you Jakes have moved far outside of what it means to be a prince of the power. The names the Most High gave us, you have flipped that and become like the world, like the heathens, which the Most High doesn't even care about. So that's why the Lord is bringing all this upon you. You're done out here, man. Like the black woman and the so-called Latino woman, the Native American woman, you just complete sluts and hoes in America. The black woman, Native American woman, Latino woman, you come from a culture of wives. Women who obey their husband. So now in America, you now it's casual hookups. Now you're sex workers. Was that black bitch in Houston? That's why she got judged by that serial killer, man. He put her ass to death. They say that they found up his buying history or whatever. This nigga, before he met up with her, he bought duct tape and trash bags and bleach right before he met up with her. So he already knew the mission. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't no random event. You know what I'm saying? Like he already knew he was gonna take this woman out, man. But see, this is all judgment, man. That's what we going into. But you Jakes don't see because you're simple. So
right.
Go ahead.
That's why it says, how long? How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? Mm-hmm. And the scorners delight in their scorning. I mean, you happy to come against this word. You know, the bro said in the group chat of how many captivities we've been in, man. Hey, man, that vexes you in the spirit to see that. How many times we done been put back into slavery? And Jake just don't get it, man. We supposed to be on top. We got all the promises of the kingdom, but yet we still get our ass kicked because of stupid shit, because of you niggas, man. Mm-hmm. Scorning. And it says, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. Right, and that's the spirit of Jake, man. Niggas, man. Mm-hmm. They don't hearken to none of the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shemi Al Shai.
That's right, bro.
You know, that was back in the ancient world. We don't live like that. Or that shit's fake.
Yeah.
That's what Jake's mentality is.
Yeah.
But his blunt that he's smoking is so damn real though. Mm-hmm. You know.
You said that not all of my reproof, because the Most High is speaking. Because reproof is words sent out to correct what you're doing wrong. So the Most High is telling you all your wrongdoings by not putting Him first and worshiping Him, praying to Him, praying to His name. Niggas cast away the name of the Most High and call on Jesus, right, or Allah, or just they're their own God, you know. Or niggas want to be rappers. Niggas want to be XYZ thing under the sun, but not what's contained within the scriptures, which are true occupations under the sun is kings and priests. Even Peter said that ye are a royal generation, a chosen priesthood. So when he was speaking to those were the Gentiles he was speaking to, which were Israelites, he was telling them what they're supposed to be about, what their life's journey, quote unquote, is for. Kings and priests. A king sits on a throne of judgment. A priest is an intercessor that understands his God and issue forth the judgment of his God to make known his doings on the people. What are you Jakes pushing out there on the vibration? Oh, women and men. My woman is my equal. We're partners. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Or this whole multicolor agenda.
Yeah.
That they got going on.
We all got to be a one. Everybody got to be one. Mm-hmm. We're all in this together. I love the white man. My mama is white, so white people is cool. Right. You know? Yeah. Or you know, XYZ, you know? We just listed a few things, but you know, it's many diverse you know, mindsets that Jake are into that's really against the scriptures, and that's why we constantly come out, because it's a reproof, you know, to prove that that you are going off. So go ahead, brother.
Another precept. This is the book of Jonah, chapter 3, verse 8. It says, "But let man and beast be covered with sackcloth, and cry mightily unto Yahweh. Yea, let them turn every one from his evil way, and from the violence that is in their hands. Who can tell if Yahweh will turn and repent and turn away from his fierce anger, that we perish not?" Right. So you people right now should be mourning and should be out here serving Yahweh Shem Shai, crying to Yahweh Shem Shai, putting on sackcloth and begging for deliverance. Not continuing.
That's only what the elect is gonna do.
Right.
Because you niggas, the Most High got the spirit on you to do what you're doing now, because you're gonna die. That's really what it boils down to. The Most High does not want you. Because I mean, hey, there has to be a portion that's destroyed that can't be avoided. You have to die. You see, that was set up through the spirit. So now, like, those actions are being manifested through the spirit. You know. So we're going into what awards righteousness. In other words, doing what's right. What's the reward for that? What's the reward for being wicked? You know, being a murderer. Not a mindset is like, just if I'm angry, if it's road rage, if this guy cut me off in traffic, I'm gonna just shoot. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It was just a mindset like a few years ago. You would think like, damn, that's wrong. I shouldn't do this. But now people are just doing whatever they think. Whatever demonic mind pops up in their mind, they do. It's no, oh, this is wrong or right. That don't even exist no more. It's just whatever is popular. That's what's right and what's wrong. And you people got to be destroyed for that.
That's right. Because what did the Lord say with what is the payment or the wages for committing sin?
Death.
It says death. So eventually death is going to come to you. Oh, well, it's not going to come in this lifetime. That's the mentality of Jake, man. Hey, but when them missiles go flying through that sky, man, you hear that sonic boom from that shit flying through, and all of a sudden you feeling your every fucking cell getting cooked, let's see you make that statement then. Let's see how about you making that statement in the torture of Jacob. So, but before you get all the missiles, you're going to suffer in Jacob's trouble, man. You're going to suffer in the FEMA camps. They're going to do all type of experiments on you, man. The Lord is going to put the harshest of demons on Esau to torture you people for the wickedness that you have done, and then to finish you off with the missiles. That is what's set for all you wicked people out there with that mentality, man.
That's right, brother. Can you go to Ezekiel 4:16? Because that famine is real. We're leading up to this moment. Because famine is a spirit that is for death, and we're going to show you that in the scriptures after we get this next precept. That famine is a literal judgment sent from on high. So when you read about all these different incidents, even in the scriptures, that go into a famine, in other words, a lack of food, that's the Lord, because the Lord controls food. Little do people know that the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, actually controls whether you eat or not every day. He controls that. So the mere fact that people aren't starving to death, that's the Lord's grace. That's him being decent to people. But now that's going to be taken away, because this is his fury and anger being poured out. See, because the Most High, he gets upset too. He's upset now with the actions of you Israelites and with the treatment of his people in this society, man. So due to that, it's about to be all hell breaking loose, man. Just think about the kingdoms of old which oppressed our people, like Egypt. There was famine that was brought to Egypt during the time of Joseph. Why do you think that was? Because the Egyptians was wicked. You know what I'm saying? And furthermore, that showed forth the Most High's ability for mercy, because his brothers, which sold him into slavery, had to come into the hand of Joseph to beg him for sustenance to survive. So that shows you the power of the Most High, how he works in all these situations. But all in all, who was the one behind that famine? It was the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because he could withhold rain at any time. He can bring these diseases that, like we see in the cattle in Kansas. He saw him, you see? And people going to know that because the Most High, like the scriptures go into, he's a power who hide himself. But he's about to show himself. So go ahead, brother.
This is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 16. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment.
Mm-hmm. So breaking the whole staff of bread, the staff goes into the support. So what is the support? Where do you go to get food? In other words, bread. You go to the supermarkets. The supermarkets depend on the transport, right? The trucking system. The trucking system has to pick up loads from different farms and different warehouses to truck it to the supermarkets. The farms, they depend on rain. They depend on a successful harvest. So that whole system is declining. Why? Because now a lot of truckers are being fired. Their own gas prices, which cost to transport their goods to and fro, is going up and up to where they're not making money. Now truck driving ain't even lucrative anymore. You see? So that's raising up prices. We got, like we said, a lot of farm goods are failing. The cattle dying off. That's going to happen more and more. To the point where the supermarkets, they're not going to be able to sustain the rates at which they're selling their goods. Their goods are going to go double, triple, quadruple. We're going to see milk $40 a gallon. We're going to see bread $50 a loaf. We're about to see that before, all hell breaks loose. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's happening in Iran.
God.
Iran right now, as we speak, they had to issue a system of a digital identity in order to get certain food items at a sustainable price. Meaning that their regular price of bread went up so high, people started panic buying and just grabbing everything out the store. You see what I'm saying? To the point where the government had to step in and say, okay, we're going to issue these things which we're going to give y'all, which was digital, in order to, okay, now instead of this high ass price you paying, we're going to regulate the price, which that's even, upsetting things, But that type of stuff is going to come to America,
God. It says that they may want bread and water and be stoned one with another and consume away for their iniquity.
Right. Consume away. You're going to consume away because that's what happens to people who are wicked. That's what happens to people in a famine, because the reason why you're aware that you can think clearly, that you can walk a mile or two, why? It's because you got food in your belly. You just ate a couple minutes ago to some hours ago. You have enough water to be hydrated. But when you're dehydrated and famished, you lose energy. You lose the will to live. And you lose rationality. You lose joy. You lose happiness. You lose the things that you really desire. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Most High is about to bring to America, man. This is the place that mocked at third world countries as being shitholes. But this very same place is about to get it, just like it's fucking Ethiopia.
God.
America's about to feel it like it's fucking Sudan, man. America's about to be Venezuela. You understand? This is the Most High debasing a world power. You know what I mean? God. You got a precept, brother?
God.
Matter of fact, I'm going to read this word for astonished, because it said they shall be astonished one another. So, from the dictionary, it says surprise or impress someone greatly. The origin from 16th century, to be astonished in the sense of stunned, bewildered, dismayed.
Yeah, that's how they looking at these gas prices right now.
Yep. That's where you get they stunned. They're like, God damn, the fuck. Because when you stunned, that's like you paralyzed, like you can't move, like. And that's what's like when something crazy, like when you see something or hear about something crazy, like they looking at the meter on the the pumps and shit.
Right.
So they like looking like, what the fuck? It was just 50 cents less a week ago.
Right.
2 days ago.
God.
You know what I'm saying? It's going up that quick. They're like, God damn. And they stunned. Can't even move. Like Jake got to really sit there and think about it for a second. But you know what? As far as how we see the spirit that's going on in America, what the Most High is doing is not enough, right? It's just tipping the scales. We're diving into it, right? We're not even, we just like, you know, when somebody dives in the pool and goes head first, we're just in the head part. You know what I'm saying? We don't even hit the shoulders or the body or the legs, and hell no. The Most High has to bring more because these people are still proud. I'm at the job and I just be hearing Jay conversation, man. I'm like, your whole entire shit setup is being destroyed, but you niggas are still cackling and laughing and bringing jokes. Like, nigga,
right?
Ain't nothing to laugh about. See, I'm in the spirit at the job where I'm just looking at niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't smiling. I got my, you know, I'm smiling here and there, but I'm not in the same spirit as you niggas, man. You know, you Jakes have no idea what's coming to you, and like I said, that's why the Most High has to turn it up, because He wants you to be sorrowful. That is sorrow is a required response to offense. Most High is fucking. He wants to fuck you up to the point where you cry and weep and moan. There's no other way. He doesn't want you to die old. Die with a smile on your face. The Most High wants to bring you down low to the ground, to humble you. To humble you in order to what? So you can understand that He is the great power which you've been offending this whole time. See, that's when the time when a nigga become considerate when he's debased, when he's weeping and moaning and crying. Why? Why? See, why is a question. Why is a question that requires, that seeks answers. You see? So go ahead with your precept, brother.
God. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 19. It says, or verse 18, for because of their pride, the cities
because of their pride. We're in Pride Month right now, and I'm seeing like even the boxing network. Jay can't even watch boxing no more. Their YouTube channel is lit up with some goddamn LGBTQ bullshit, man.
Right.
Even to the point where like we're seeing that new flag which just came out was like the LGBTQIA plus bullshit flag that just came out, where it's like there's like a triangle that separates it, but then there's like a dark color, dark brown, and then a light brown, which represents the people of color, so to speak. Which they're trying to mesh people of color with pride and degeneracy. Because Esau, it's an agenda, it's an attack on you Israelites. He wants Israelites to be into that shit, man. Like I was coming home from I forget where I was coming home from, but I had just did some research on that flag to figure out what it was about. And like a couple of days later, I'm driving. Then I look and I seen these people had a fucking their license plate, a holder. You know how you have some people that got the holder around a license plate? It had that shit, that LGBTQIA plus shit with the dark brown color, light brown. And lo and behold, as I'm passing them up to see who's in the car, some fucking Ephraimites, man. Yeah. There's probably some Ephraimites or some Northern Kingdom, like I'm thinking of the tribe, Simeon, like Simeonites or something. Damn. Gay as shit. So you Israelites, you're done. You're completely done, man. Go ahead, bro.
God. And it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods.
Yeah. So no pity is going to be found upon your neighbor. And these are people that have shared neighbors for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because first off, a lot of these people haven't even talked to each other that whole time.
Right.
Because like the Most High, he destroyed that by putting the spirit of division, sowing that spirit to where Democrats and Republicans hate each other, to where people that don't identify with that pride shit and people that do identify with it hate each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then when that time period happens, they're not gonna have pity. See, pity is something where you look upon something with mercy, like, you know, like a nigga might rob somewhere and just, okay, I ain't gonna take everything he got because y'all know he got a family or blah blah blah. Or I might not put him to death, but no, niggas are gonna come in ruthless with these crimes, ruthless and not caring. That's what that means. So go ahead.
And it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because great tribulation is on the earth right now. We're experiencing, see, tribulation is just times of trouble, troubled times. It's troubled times. We're in that time. So that makes people become desperate and they lose, you know, their moral values to where it's no mercy. It's I gotta get mine.
Right.
And that's the spirit of desperation that's here. You gonna say something about it?
No, I was gonna say, yeah, that's been a mentality for these Americans since this damn wicked queendom was founded.
Mm-hmm.
That greed, man. Every man for himself. You know, just greed, pride, greed, lust, wickedness, all the above, man. So now we're approaching the time where people got to pay up. And you can sit there and pretend like you live in your life like you want to, because things got a little bit lifted. Because see, as soon as things got a little bit lifted, when they lift up a lot of these fucking lockdowns and shit like that,
right?
These people got back all that
right
shit.
Back to
everything
being
was
wicked.
good.
Like especially like this past winter time, like not. I mean like this. Let's say like the end of last summer, last summer through the fall through the winter, a lot of lockdowns eased up, and they started talking less and less about the juice, so people just kicking it, man.
Yep.
They was thinking it's cool. It shows you they're not sincere in being humble to believe in the Most High.
Right.
You know? They're just wicked people. You know?
God.
Just wicked to the core.
Because you had a lot of Jake all of a sudden inquiring about the Lord, inquiring about the Israelites, you know, but as soon as things start opening up, they back to their normal selves, man. I mean, you never really had the Most High in your hearts to begin with. And the Most High's got your number, man. He's got all your numbers, man. You guys are all punched in.
Mm-hmm.
He knows your spirit. And you're all marked for destruction. You know?
That's right, man. I got this precept too. Did you have any other precepts?
No.
I'm gonna bring this out. We can close out.
God.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. It says, "There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes." See, sore strokes is painful strokes. When something is sore, that means it hurts. The Most High is about to strike you people to the core. He about to get you where it hurts, like the saying goes. And Yahweh Shem Yahshai knows exactly how to do it because he knows the things every nigga fears. Like, damn, like a nigga think like, damn, I don't know what I'll do if my son died. I don't know what I'll do if my woman stepped out on me. Or I don't know what I'll do if I lost all my cars, if I lost my job. Right? Or certain guys that have like arachnophobia, like you scared of spiders and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Most High gonna bring that on you, man. You scared of bears? Most High gonna bring a fucking big ass grizzly bear to come eat your fucking ass, man.
God.
Those are the spirits of vengeance, like we read, and it says, are these fat motherfuckers, man, don't know how to put down a goddamn a Twinkie hot dog? You know how to sustain themselves, man. You're gonna feel that. Why? Because the root is that you're wicked. The Most High is going to bring that upon you. It says, which in their fury lay on sore strokes, in the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So in the time of destruction is going into when the Lord is fed up, when he's reached his boiling point, and that's where we at in America. See, you see instances of wild animals breaking out,
right,
or diseases. These are things that get, see, like it's like you could say like a tiger attack, or when somebody gets bitten by a spider, or when niggas get murdered on the block or something like that. Those are the spirits of vengeance, pouring out droplets. Like, you know how you got the test tube, it's just a little drop that come out.
Right.
It's a drop here and there. But it says in the time of their destruction, they're gonna pour it out. I mean, it's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be multiplied. There's gonna be thousands of dog attacks. Pit bulls fucking eating people and kids, babies. You're gonna have women sitting there trying to breastfeed their child and they dying of famine. Then a pit bull roll up. You know what I'm saying? The whole gang of them roll up. Eat that bitch, man. That's gonna happen, man. And her baby. So, read the rest of this. It says, and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hell and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. So famine was created. The Most High set that up in the spirit.
Right.
Because the Most High, he can make it to where it's no famine at all. Like all the famines we read out throughout history, the Most High could have it to where they'd never happen. But this always happens because, why? Because the wickedness that's in men. Because why? Because they start committing homosexual acts. They start disobeying the ways of the Most High. They break the land Sabbath. They break the Sabbath. You know, Jake start murdering each other. They start stealing from each other. They start committing adultery. They worship false gods. Then the Most High said, all right, nigga, you want to do that? No more fucking, what is it? Tacos, burritos for you niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No more hot dogs and hamburgers.
Gone.
You know?
Yeah, because he can send all types of ways and do that. You can just make your cattle drop dead like we've seen on the news and here in Kansas. Or he can just, he can send a locust to eat them. Or like he did in the scriptures of the 10 plagues, he sent hail. The hail damaged, destroyed all them crops. And then whatever was left, he sent the locust to eat them up. So definitely your famines are definitely controlled spiritually by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. You know, the times of plenteous, he wanted it to be plenteous. He allows it to grow. It's a miracle for you to be able to eat like that. Because the Lord, like the brother said, can send any type of insects to wreck your shit. Or flood it with too much water. Or too high heat. It's all divinely controlled, man.
That's right, brother. I'm going to keep reading on this verse 30. It says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. So all these things are going to be unleashed. The sword, which going into Esau Edom, which is with his martial law troops coming and killing niggas. You got serpents, which is like pythons and vipers, and what else? Rattlesnakes. Adders, like them cottonmouth rattlesnakes and diamondbacks. They're gonna actually come out of the desert in different forests where they live and start stinging people, biting people, just like when
the scorpions came out.
Yeah, or even in that too, that was heavy too. But you also had in the scriptures when the Israelites, they were being wicked, and then the Lord raised up the serpents to bite them. That's gonna happen again.
Oh, he sent hornets too on another occasion.
Yeah.
He sent a whole army of hornets. I believe it killed the wicked people, and they had to leave, man.
Yeah. It says, so the scorpions, like brother said, the teeth of wild beasts, bears, dogs, birds, all of this is about to be unleashed. So we haven't seen nothing yet, really. See, we sit here talking about fucking gas prices and the price of food. That ain't shit
God.
compared to what the Most High is about to bring, man. That's nothing. Absolutely nothing. The Most High is about to show himself through the great amount of death that he could bring. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you have to attribute that to a God. You got, like, I was watching this video to where this guy Andrew Tate was kind of, you know, he was doing some debating with these guys that proclaimed to be, he was doing an interview, but they got into the topic of God and they were atheists. So he's like debating with these guys. Well, we're let's cut the shit where it starts, man. The Most High is about to show himself through how much he's gonna kill you. You know? And that's the time we're living in. So, you know, that's why final message we're gonna bring out is that we gotta appreciate, pray to Yahweh Shem Shai, fast as much as possible in these last days, so we can be protected and covered and get our spirits right, you know, and be appreciative that the Most, like, now is the time where we see the value of the gift the Lord gave us all these years, man. Now we see, like, damn, the Most High really covered us. He brought us out this shit before it popped, man. And that's so powerful. We eternally grateful to Yahweh Shem Shai. So, brothers, that's it. You know, you shouldn't be in an unfaithful spirit or hasty, like you think the Lord ain't doing nothing, man. You tripping, man. The Most High is moving right now as we speak, and it's gonna only turn up. It's gonna turn up quick. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? So you Israelites out there that's watching, you teeter-totter in the fence, you better get right, man. Because this time is very serious. All the things which we bring out, we saying is about to come to pass, because what we said in years past is happening now. So how much more the things we say now, and it was going to get worse. See? So you got it, brother. You can close out as well.
The precept comes to mind and says, though it tarry, wait for it, man. Because at the end it shall speak, and it's speaking, man. So just be patient, man, and wait. Pay attention to the prophecies, what's going on around you. It is certainly speaking, man. You know? So with that, Lord's will, this lesson edifying. We're going to go ahead and close out. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Makakadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, great millstone, Natasha's truth and will well. And citation for that person's truth and honesty, sincerity. Shalom and above all.
Shalom, above all. Let's go.